Hello there. Today I wanted to talk about some of the differences between buying a property in a regional area and buying a property in a metro area. My name is Thomas O'Regan, and over the last 3.5 years, me and my wife have built an 11 property portfolio. Now, for me personally, I will always prefer to buy a property in a metro area, and the majority of our properties are in metro areas. And the main reason for this is because the economies are stronger and it is always easier. Generally, it is always easier to find tenants or find people that will want to buy the property in metro areas. Like if you go very regional on your properties, like in towns where there's only 10,000 people, things like that, it's not uncommon for a house to be on the market for rent because for a year. And if you're saying, okay, well, I'm buying our reason to go regional might be because the cash flow is higher on the investment property you're buying, but are you really factoring in the extra vacancy you'll get because of the fact that the property is regional? That's something where a lot of people go wrong. Now, one of the other things that I don't like about regional areas is regional areas generally have less services, as in there's less tradies, there's less property managers, there's less people that can look after your property and do the professional services that are required to engage if you are a property investor. So let me give an example. So in a metro area, in like I might say, for example, I buy a property that's 30 k's from like a capital city. That's in a metro area. There might be somewhere around 50 or 100 different property managers that I can pick from to manage my property. And obviously, I don't need 100, I only need one, but I can pick from 100 the very best property manager there is. Okay? So the difference with if you go into a regional area and you're looking for a property manager, there may only be 10, there may only be 5 property managers, and they might all be shit. So you want to pick the best property manager when you're picking a property manager to manage your property, but even if you pick the best property manager, there's 5, and from 5 they might all still be shit. So you're getting the best of 5, but are they really good? Probably not. If you if you've got 100 to pick from, obviously there's more competition, so all the property managers are getting pushed up. They're being competed against, so there's a higher likelihood that, not only for the reason that there's more property managers in a metro area, but there's more competition as well, so you're more likely to get a better quality property manager. And if you're building a large property portfolio, one of the things that really de-stress building a property portfolio is having a good property manager. Now, yeah, the other reason I guess I don't really like investing in metro areas is, yeah, we said, yeah, the property could be vacant for a long time. There's not very good services. It's hard to get hold of tradies, hard to find good property managers. The economies also take longer to bounce back. If anything goes wrong with the economy, it takes these regional areas. And this is just general, I'm just being general here. Some regional areas are strong, but generally, capital cities are stronger than even strong regional centers. But so, for example, when COVID happened, if it took most capital cities maybe a year, 2 years, possibly even 3 years to bounce back from COVID. But if you drive through some regional towns now, you'll still hear the locals talking about the effects of COVID on the economy. Like the local economy is still suffering from the effects of COVID. So regional areas take a lot longer to recover from economic downturns. So that translates into the property market as well. So the property, what I'm saying is the property market cycles move a lot slower. So if you want to sell your property at any point, you may have to wait a whole lot longer before the market comes good, and it's a good time to sell the property. Okay, so there's a few reasons why I would prefer to invest in metro areas rather than regional areas. Now, the thing is, generally, regional areas can be cheaper than metro areas, and that is a reason, if you're priced out of a metro area, that is a reason to invest in a regional area. It's better to invest than not at all, obviously. But if you have to go invest in a regional area, it's just good to understand, like, yes, okay, maybe I am getting a large piece of land, but what is the value of the land? Because keep in mind that land in Australia can be anywhere from $30,000 a square meter to 50 cents a square meter. So obviously, the further you go regional, the lower the value of the land gets. So keep that in mind, and always check the value of the land before you pay whatever price you're going to pay, because when you're buying investment properties, you want to buy investment properties as close to land value as possible. If sometimes if you're getting a really good deal, you can actually buy properties for less than the land value. And if you let me just explain, if you are buying properties anywhere near land value that has a building on it as well that you can rent out and generate income from, you are doing very well. It is gonna be a very good investment. What you need to watch out for when you buy investment properties is if you're paying like 5, 10, say like 2, 3, 4, 5, and even 10 times what the land value is, or the land component is of the property. That's when it's going to take a very long time for the value of the property to increase and continue to increase on a steady trajectory upwards. Anyway, that's about enough from metro and regional. Hopefully this helped you guys if you're considering investing in regional or metro, but it's not all bad. I do own regional properties as well, but I just, if at all possible, I choose the metro ones over regional. Okay guys, see ya, bye.